only ride the wave of praise when everything's going well.
That's right.
But you show me your maturity. That can you praise God when things are not going well? Can you praise God when bills are mounting? Can you praise God when your spouse is getting on your nerves? Preach, Pastor Goodman, I'm doing the best I can. I worship God. It don't matter if you're in a nice sanctuary or in a cozy place that where you eat and you say, you know what, I'm not going to allow my surroundings to dictate my walk and my worship. How consistent are you in your life? You know, one of the things that really gets me, Uncle John, is that we live in an age where inconsistency is the norm.
That's right.
We oftentimes, according to our location, dictates how our attitude is. You don't impress me in church. I tell people that all the time. I want to know, how do you live outside of church? What's your witness when you're at your job? What do you like when you're getting food from the grocery store? Is your walk and your life consistent? I want to suggest that they made it 50 years based on complete dependence. I want to suggest they made it 50 years by consistent devotion. But finally, I want to suggest that they made it this long because they were Christ-directed. And the text says, and he shall direct your path. That's a good point right there. Notice, if I trust, if I lean, if I acknowledge.
That's right. Here's the rest. That's right.
Let me say it again to this side. Maybe then this side. If I trust, if I lean,
that's right.
If I acknowledge, he shall. Okay, let me say it. Way in the back there with the hostess. If I trust, if I lean, if I acknowledge, he shall. No, notice what Solomon says. He says, if I do my part, God has a way of doing his part. That I don't have to guide, I don't have to direct. All I need to do is be focused this way. And God will. You know, one thing that I love as a preacher is I love the subtleties of the text. I love reading. I'm a nosy preacher, and I love reading the text. But it's so plain, and we miss it because his word "shall" speaks of definite action. It speaks as if it's going to happen. It speaks to say, if I do what I'm supposed to do, if I depend and I'm consistent, then he shall. Is there anybody that needs a he shall every now and again? That you just say, God, you know what? I want you in charge. I want you to handle everything that happens. The word he shall is unique because even within the Greek Septuagint, it is written in the aorist tense, which means that it covers past, present, and future at the same time. Now, what that means is that even though I'm limited by time, which means I operate in chronos, so my trust is present, my leaning is present, and my acknowledging is present. God operates in kairos, which is the fullness of time. So while I'm operating in the present, God moves in my past, present, and future at the same time. I wish I had some people here tonight. That really what the text says is if I do what I'm supposed to do, Christ directs, he orders, he becomes my spiritual GPS. And there's so many people that have been wondering which way to go. There's so many things that people have been trying to figure out, how can I make the way? But once we realize it's not up to us, it's only in the hands of an omniscient and sovereign and powerful God. He shall. I love how this ends, because basically Solomon says is that when you put it in God's hands, when you trust him, not just with your mouth, but with your heart, when you trust him. When you begin to put it all in his hands, God moves in every area of your life. I know why they can sit here after 50 years and still kiss and love on each other. Have seen things in 50 years. And it's because even after a week of dating, that's amazing, man. I'm still trying to figure that piece out. They allow God to be the leader. I wonder tonight, how many of us want to make God first? The only way we will ever be successful in life is he has to lead. Here's the good news tonight. We serve a God that is willing and able to take the front seat. I I was riding, and you know, I see all these bumper stickers as I go about, and I see so many people that have it on the back seat of the back of their car beside the Augusta. They have that thing say, Jesus is my co-pilot. Well, I come to let you know, he shouldn't be your co-pilot. Because anybody that flies planes knows co-pilot can be trumped by the pilot. And so I said it one Sunday, I stood up and I preached that message, and I said, well, Jesus ain't my co-pilot, he's my pilot. Everybody went crazy in the church. It was all excited. He's my pilot, he's my pilot. As I got to my office right after the first service, my minister of music came in, he said, Pastor, he said, that was cool, you know, Jesus being your pilot, but I don't think he should be your pilot. I said, what you mean he shouldn't be my pilot? He said he should really be in the control tower. That's what I'm going to leave you with tonight. Is that instead of letting him be the pilot, let him be in the control tower. Which means he sees things you don't see. And he can take you tremendous places. God bless you tonight. Love you all.